Hello, Virgo, and welcome to your 2021 tarot forecast. We're going to look at every single month for this year. We're also going to look at the eclipses and how those are impacting you. But I'm going to get right in, and we're going to start with what spirit animal is walking with you and working with you in the year of 2021. Right, so we've got the elephant coming through for you, Virgo, and this says, affectionate, intelligent, physical strength. You are being guided to focus on relationships in your life that bring harmony, stability, opportunity, and unconditional love. There is no obstacle that can hinder your forward movement. You possess limitless mental and physical strength. So, Virgo, 2021 is going to be a big year of growth and empowerment for you, but also it's going to be very centered around relationships, all relationships, family, friends, romance, co-workers, the relationship with yourself, the relationship with the angels, the relationship with spirit. Big focus on aligning to your true soul tribe members in 2021, but also a year of major growth in your life in the 3D, but also expanding into a lot of emotional, mental, and spiritual strength that you've gained over the past 3 years as Jupiter as Saturn has been moving through Capricorn, and then Jupiter joined, as well as Pluto, and they've all been in Capricorn beating us up, but now Jupiter and Saturn have moved into Aquarius, so it's a much different energy, and you're shifting to a more relationship-based soul path and journey for 2021, really aligning to your true soul tribe members. So let's pull some more cards for you, Virgo, and we're going to look at the highlights for your year, January through March, January through March, April through June, July through September, and then October through December. So let's see what the highlights are for those months of this year. We'll pull 4 different cards. And I do apologize that your setup is a bit different, Virgo. I'm in my new house, and I'm still waiting for the movers to bring all my stuff, and that they won't be here until the end of December, since it was such a far move, and I don't have my desk, so I'm improvising. All right, so we have consciousness with the dark thoughts coming in for the first 3 months of the year. And that's card 3. So what this tells me, Virgo, is you are coming out of a maze of darkness, of sadness, of depression, of loneliness, of feeling very lost and ungrounded. So the first 3 months of 2021, are you really like reclaiming all pieces of yourself and getting out of this maze of darkness? So Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto all being in Capricorn, there was a lot of different soul lessons that you were working on. And some of you, this could even be like you were doing Dark Night of the Soul stuff, but you're coming out of that. Some real oppressive, heavy energy that's leaving you the first 3 months. And then April through June, look at this. We have consciousness again, which is great gratitude. And April is the 4th month. So April through June, your landscape is way different than what you've been going through. Look at that. You're coming out of the darkness. You're coming out of the storm, and you're coming into an energy of happiness, of joy, of harmony, of abundance, of love, of feeling good, of feeling in the flow. All right. Just like this is talking about harmony. Here you are, April through June, a lot of harmony in your life. And then July through September, we have deserving. And this is more consciousness energy. So July through September, you are going to be very strong in who you are, Virgo. You're going to know your worth. You're going to know your value. And you're not going to settle, period, at all anymore for anybody who is not honoring of you. This is all about your soul tribe, okay? And maybe, you know, you're very social, you're outgoing, you just keep connections with people just because. If that's who you are, you're not going to be like that anymore. You're going to become very, very selective about who is in your space. Even if you've been walking a lonely journey, you're not eager to just open up to any person that comes your way. You're going to be much more discerning through 2021 of who comes in your space, because you've created a very happy, harmonious vibe for yourself. And it's like you're not going to let anybody kill your vibe. You're just not down with it. And people who always come to you like, help me, Virgo, fix this, Virgo, let me cry to you, Virgo. If they're not there when you need a shoulder to cry on, when you need help, you're not going to have time for them anymore. Whereas in the past, prior to 2021, I feel like you don't hold grudges. You are very open. You are very loving. You're like, whatever, not taking things personally. But there's just such a shift in your consciousness that's taking place in 2021 that you're not down for that. Like, somebody has to truly be on Team Virgo and not be offering you any experience like this. You're not interested in that anymore. This entailed a lot of different lessons for you, and you've achieved them. You've overcome it. And so 2021 is really about stretching into that strength, that evolution of you, and aligning to beautiful members of your soul tribe where you are loved and you are supported. And by, July, you know your worth and your value. And look at this, October through December, we have the healing light, and this is spirit energy. You are so blessed, Virgo. You have angels all around you. Never ever question that. I know that the road has been dark and very hard at times, and you've felt very, very alone. But Virgo, with this card here, there are angels around you. There are spirits around you, and they've been walking with you through this dark labyrinth, okay? This dark maze of your own mind, and it's to have a major breakthrough in consciousness. So everything that you've been experiencing the 3 years prior to 2021 were all soul lessons to really activate and open up your conscious mind, okay? Big, big expansion there. And to overcome any sort of programming or thinking that holds you back, makes you feel undeserving, or makes you think, I will never be successful, I will never have abundance, I am not beautiful, I am not amazing. Like, all of that programming is being rewritten, and your spiritual team is helping you with that, Virgo. And by the end of the year, I just see you really connecting with people, being very active, outgoing, socializing, okay? And I know we have the vaccine for the virus now, and so perhaps, by the end of 2021, life as we know it will be much more back to normal than it has been, because I just see you interacting, like going to like a lot of parties, going out for drinks after work, having dinners, just really enjoying life. It's such a different vibe than when you walked into 2021. It's like we're wrapping up a dark cycle of our soul journey here in the 3D, and by the end of the year, you are in the light, you are healed. I mean, the healing light. Everything that had hurt you leading into this year, by the end of 2021, you are healed of it. You are evolved, you are excited, you are feeling life, you are a part of life, and you have really rooted in with strong relationships around you, okay? So let's pull a couple of cards to look at the eclipses for 2021. That there are 4, one in May, one in June, one in November, and then one in December. So I'm just going to pull some cards to kind of see how they're impacting you, to guide the rest of the reading when we pull the cards to look at your year month by month. All right, so the first one on May 26th, which is a full moon in Sagittarius, total lunar eclipse. We have full moon energy, positive shift. So we do see April through May when that first eclipse is happening, we have that great gratitude, right? April, May, and June, sorry. We have that great gratitude because there is a big positive shift. So here, the first 3 months of the year, things are changing and shifting for you. Okay, you're coming out of this, and definitely by April, like, you are in a whole new landscape, and the eclipse only increases and adds to that new positive energy coming into your life. And then the one on June 10th, which is a Gemini new moon annular eclipse, we have a lunar eclipse energy coming in with reconciliation. So Virgo, in June, there is somebody coming back into your life, and this person is absolutely one of your soul tribe members. Okay, that's why they're returning into your life. And this could be anybody. This could be a friend, a family member, or a romantic person. Okay, but this individual is coming back into your life because they are part of your soul tribe. They've changed and evolved. You have changed and evolved, and it's time for you know, you and this person have more path to walk together. Okay, so mid-year, there's definitely a reconciliation happening for you guys with that eclipse. And then the eclipse we have on November 19th is showing as solar eclipse energy and big changes. So those last 3 months of the year there, Virgo, big changes, but big positive changes. Like, this is the year of major change for Virgo, with a big focus on relationships, which might not seem like much just saying that, but the energies that we are around do definitely add to our mental and emotional health and our spiritual health. Okay, birds of a feather flock together. Even if you hang around people who, you know, are negative and do stupid stuff, and you don't do that, there's some part of your vibration that's aligned to that, and it could just be that they're sucking your energy. Okay, it doesn't mean you're getting anything from those connections. They're sucking your energy. And you're becoming much more aware of the energy vampires around you that do take away from your mental, spiritual, and emotional health. And you're clearing that out. And you know, we see here early part of the year, good things are happening, Virgo. But it's like it just builds and builds and builds through the rest of the year, with a big, beautiful change happening, you know, in November for you. And so the December 4th, look at this, we have last quarter moon energy with soul searching. So with the last eclipse of the year, it's a total solar eclipse, and this is where you're going to kind of go within, and you're going to really evaluate all of 2021. Okay, but it's not in this painful, sad, looking back type of energy, which you may have felt coming into 2021. This is looking back and feeling very satisfied and happy with the growth and the progression of your life and your relationships and your connections, as well as yourself, Virgo, because I feel some of you that have been struggling with success and happiness and money, it's not so much because you lack the proper thought and intention within. It's more about these people around you that take away from your mental, emotional, and spiritual health, and like trying to accommodate all of this, like, really splinters your energy. And you're becoming aware of that, like what keeps you boxed in. This has been a life lesson that you've been working on for the last 3 years, and now you're overcoming it. You have a lot of spiritual energy around you, guiding you, aligning you to the true people who are meant to be in your life moving forward. So let's pull some cards to look at, you know, month by month. And I'm just going to flip them out really quick, and then we'll go over each card. So January is Justice, February is Seven of Swords, March is Seven of Pentacles, April, Eight of Wands, May, the Devil, June, Nine of Swords, July, Eight of Swords, August, Six of Swords, September, the Hierophant. October, the Wheel of Fortune. November, the Two of Cups. And December, we have the Queen of Cups. All right. So here it is. Yes, Virgo, the first 3 months, this dark thoughts, moving out of that maze. And that maze entailed the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. And that's, you know, look at Saturn sitting right there. Right there. Yes, Saturn has been working you. But what we see here is there's a balance to the Seven of Swords and Seven of Pentacles energy now. Some of you really been struggling financially. Some of you have been struggling to like grow roots in really strong connections. A lot of betrayal, lies, deception, feeling like you're all on your own, like you're alone and everything. Okay, this is also about thoughts of thinking of yourself less than you are. It's because it's like, no matter what I do, I can't get ahead, or I can't seem to make things change. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. I don't understand why this happens to me. And again, I just feel there's a lot of energies around you that, you know, really sabotage your mental and emotional health especially. Okay, and it's like you just don't have enough energy for yourself, for your dreams, for your intentions, because it's being distributed amongst a lot of people that don't give back to you in the same capacity. And so these first 3 months, there's a balancing of that energy where this Seven of Swords and Seven of Pentacles is now leaving your experience, okay? And it's going to be replaced with some real good energy coming up, all right? So first 3 months, really clearing the old, the dark, the negative. And it's like you're being reborn, because then you come into April, May, and June here. And look, we have great gratitude that is talking about this energy. And why is it great gratitude? Because finally there's major movement happening in your life, and you're coming out of this restriction of the devil energy, oppression, too many obligations, not having enough, having a very worried mind, feeling sick to your stomach over, you know, different things that are just beyond your control. Like, you have great gratitude because this devil and this Nine of Swords is now cleared from your experience, okay? And energies are moving much, much faster. April, you definitely could be going on a vacation, or you could have a big move, or this could also talk about a lot of communication and activity happening in your life. A lot of people like, hey Virgo, what's up? Let's go do this. Let's go do that. Okay. This could also be if you have like a new romance coming in. There's a lot of passion, chemistry, connection going on for you guys. All right. It's just April, things really shift and begin to pick up, and you're no longer bogged down and held down by this devil energy, by this Nine of Swords. And that's why you are coming through as great gratitude, is because your life feels better. Your energy feels better. All right. This is really good mental, emotional, and spiritual health right here. Feeling 100% on point, Virgo. And down here, when we go into, where were we? April, May, June, July, August, September. Sorry. When we come down to July, August, September, this to me, Virgo, is, I don't feel like you want to break free. This here to me is in July, where you're at is like, I want to be here forever. If it was like a job that you're at, I really love this job. I want to be here forever. I want this to be long term. If this is a new romantic relationship, that's exactly how you're feeling. It's just in July, the way your life is, the way everything's going, it's like, I want this to last forever. All right. And then in August, life is continuing to feel good, and I see another vacation happening for some of you, or this could be a time that some of you are making a big move or a big change. Whatever is happening in August, it really eases your heart, your mind, your soul. You're happy, okay? So July and August, Virgo, are very, very special months for you. And it's like, I just want this, I should say July, August, and September, because you have the Hierophant coming in for September. And this is like where I just see you feeling like my prayers have been answered. Or, you know, if this by any stretch is where you're unhappy, you know, in July, like, oh, I'm unhappy, I don't want to be here, I don't want to be in this situation. By August, you're out of it, okay? This just feels more to me for most Virgos like, I'm happy, I'm content, I'm satisfied, I never want this to change, okay? But for this is a general, so those of you where this is the opposite, by August, you're out of that. Whatever was making you feel restricted or caged, you're over it. You're moving on. And in September, I just see you feeling really close to spirit, feeling a lot of gratitude in your heart, in your soul, because you feel like spirit has led you into the knowledge and the knowing of what you deserve, who you are, and all the hard times and struggle prior, you're starting to see from a different lens in your mind, a different perspective, and you're seeing how strong and wise and resourceful you now are because of what you went through prior to 2021. And then here, you know, we come down to October, November, December. In October, you know, and that's right before we have the third eclipse. So I want to say September, well, I'm going to say October, November is this Wheel of Fortune is really talking about. And something major and wonderful is happening for you. This is a big shift of energy, a big change taking place for Virgo in September, October, November. Like I want to keep saying September. So general read. So September, October, November, Virgo, this Wheel of Fortune is coming into each of your lives. And the way this Wheel of Fortune moves for each of you is going to be a bit different. You're all working on different things, but this is a major game changer right here for you guys, okay? We start the year off shifting out of old energy. We move into the second quarter of the year, and you're full of happiness, you're full of joy. What plagued you, what worried you is no longer a thing. Energies are moving in your life. There's a lot of interaction going on. And you know, here with the Eight of Wands, this could also talk about how some of these soul tribe members, you know, are coming in like April, September, and then November and December are the really strong months where I see these newer connections coming in. But remember, we also have a reconciliation taking place with the second eclipse we're having in June. So we could see that there with the Eight of Wands as well. But Virgo, in October, September, October, November, you have this Wheel of Fortune, and this is what it's bringing. And we're going to pull more cards to further clarify these to see exactly what that is. But for some of you, this could be money. This could be, you know, a romance. This could just you being in the right place at the right time, or you getting away with something that you thought for sure you were going to, you know, get in trouble for. Like, it's different for all of you, but expect the universe to come through for you in a big way, just as you want it or just as you need it in September, October, or November, all right? And then the last 2 months of the year, well, even we could go the last 3 because of the Wheel of Fortune. It goes right back to this card where I see you connecting and socializing and being happy and being content. And the relationships in your life are much more emotional based. There's a lot of empathy within you, within the other person. You know, you are connecting with, whether it's a friend, family, or romantic partner. As far as romance, new romance, the best months I see for that is the end of the year. This is a general read, and I am going to be doing a 2021 love forecast specifically to look at love energies. But in this particular reading, Virgo, the last part of the year, the last 3 months look really, really good for romantic opportunities and connections. And also, it's like these last 3 months, the people that you align to, whether it's a new friend or a romance, it's almost like destiny's bringing you together. Like, that's how you feel. There's a bit of magic around the way that you're meeting and connecting with certain people. So let's pull some more tarot to clarify each one of these months. All right, well, let's see. We've got 3, and we do have 3 for the first 3 months. So let's see what came out, Virgo. We have the Palace of Wands, Temperance, and oh, nice. Yes, we got the Sun. Okay. So here it is, Virgo, in January. This is where the energy is beginning to shift. And the Palace of Wands talks about the highest denomination of the wand suit, or this can actually talk about a location. Because we see the dark thoughts, to me, this is talking about you, like your inner self, your spirit. And you've been working on a lot of soul lessons. We see that with the consciousness here, and you've done the work and you're finished. And so your energies, the karmic energies around you, are now starting to shift and balance in January, and the evolution of your soul coming in full force, where this is now shifting you out of this dark thoughts, this labyrinth of darker, shadowy energies, and you're really making the change internally in January. And remember, the energies around you are also starting to shift in your favor, and that's how you're feeling. And then in February, with the Seven of Swords, look at that. With Temperance, it's the balancing of these Seven of Swords energies. So past hurts and betrayals, like you're finally receiving the healing for that, and you're getting over it, and it's not hurting you the way that it used to. And different people that maybe just need to leave your life, like you're finally good about it. It's not hurting you, and your own negative or lower vibrational thoughts of self are balancing out. You've got Justice and Temperance, which are both about energies balancing. Okay, so January and February, all about the energies balancing for Virgo, internally as well as externally. And then in March, we have the Sun coming out with the Seven of Pentacles. So deep healing for money situations, like your financial situation is really going to start improving in March. Others of you, the Seven of Pentacles represents different goals and things that you've been working on and just have not had a lot of success. And finally in March, it's like you're finally feeling the energy. It's finally time to start putting in the action and the effort, and you're gonna bear fruit. You're gonna have a wonderful payoff. But also in March, Virgo, you're no longer in the darkness, okay? January and February, you're coming out of that, but by March, you are in a really good place here. So let's pull some more cards for April, May, and June. All right, so for April, we have the Eight of Wands with the Five of Swords. And this is really coming in strong with the reconciliation. So I would feel like April, even though this is talking about the eclipse, April through June, there may be multiple reconciliations happening in your life, Virgo, where we've had falling outs, we've exchanged not so nice words, or somebody said something pretty awful to you. And in April, it's like people want to heal, people want to reach out to you, people want to connect with you, people want to make things right with you big time. In April, it's up to you what you want to do, but April is definitely a month of reconciliation. And I don't know when Mercury's retrograding through 2021. I didn't look at that, but that could have a lot to do with that energy as well. All right, so for May, yes, look at that. It's time to party. It's time to have fun. So in May, It looks like you are more interested in the good times rather than responsibilities. It doesn't mean like you're not being responsible, doing your job and all of that. I just see here in May, we're partying, we're having a good time, and also more reconciliation energy with that Three of Cups, okay? This is a good time. April and May, it's like, you have spring fever, you're getting out and about, and also, you know, this could entail some new connections coming into your life as well, potentially a Capricorn. All right, but Virgo, May looks like it's party time for you guys. A lot to celebrate, a lot to be happy about. And in June, look at that, the mental body finally in ease, and you are in control of your thoughts instead of your thoughts controlling you and upsetting you, okay? Also, you know, if in June you have any sort of conversation with somebody and they say some things to you that kind of get under your skin or bother you or upset you, Spirit says don't worry about all that, because you are in a good space, and if somebody has something negative to say or try to project upon you, you don't need to own that. Know that 100% for June, it's like you haven't done anything wrong. With this Queen of Swords and Nine of Swords, this can be somebody trying to come at you, project on you, and Spirit says don't even give it the time of day. It will just kind of bounce off like you didn't do anything wrong. But the overall message here, Virgo, is that in June, your mind is at ease. You're not having all these worrisome, troublesome thoughts, all this anxiety. What do I do? What about this? What about that? Like, you're very, very much in balance in the mental body in June. And then in July, oh, look at that. So any sort of connection, you know, this could be a romantic connection. It's like, I never want to let you go, okay? This could be somebody you have previously met or somebody that you meet in July. But this is like, I never want to let you go, and they don't want to let you go. And also with the Lovers and this Eight of Swords, Virgo, it doesn't have to be about romance. Like, this is just where you are like, I want my life to just stay like this. I'm so happy. I'm so content. I'm in love with life. I'm in love with myself. I'm in love with my friends. I'm in love with my family. I'm in love with my job. I'm in love with my partner. You know, it's like, I just want this to last forever and ever. I'm so happy, so content. In August, we have the Six of Swords with the Four of Cups. And any residual, like, worries, troubles, restlessness, it's completely gone by August, Virgo, with the Six of Swords and the Four of Cups. Like, it's completely gone. You're moving on entirely from the stagnated, the stale, the worn out, the holding you down. You know, it's gone. It is gone by August, completely out of your life. And also what I see with this is something that you've really, really been dreaming of wanting to experience, wanting to achieve for yourself. It happens. It comes in August. And in September, yes, we have the Hierophant with the Two of Pentacles. And this to me is where you are giving praise and thanks to the universe, to the angels, to God, etc., for how happy you are, for the way things turned out for you. Also in September, Virgo, some of you may have a really big decision to make, a big choice to make, and you're going to be relying on your spiritual self for that answer. And remember, you've got the Elephant spirit coming to work with you guys for 2021. So in 2021, whenever you see an elephant, like on the TV, a little emoji, you go to the zoo, just wherever you see an elephant, stop and take a look around, because that elephant is walking with you and is saying, hey Virgo, listen to your intuition in this moment, or pay attention to the signs and synchronicities around you. And so in September, for those of you that this represents a big decision, you know, call upon the angels. They will give you the answer through your intuition as well as through external signs and synchronicities. And then here in October, yes, the Wheel of Fortune turning in your favor so you can walk away. So this could be like you landing a really awesome job and you can walk away from the old one. You know, your financial situation shifting and changing as such. Maybe you can move into a much better home. Maybe it's time to buy your new home. Okay, it's different for all of you, but the way this Wheel of Fortune turns for you allows you to finally walk away and leave something behind that you want to leave behind. Because remember, this is a positive thing here. So, and look at Jupiter and Saturn both just moved into Aquarius and will both be there all of 2021. So Jupiter blesses and Saturn releases you from the past lessons there. And in November, look at that, we got the Eight of Swords twice. So you've got the Eight of Swords with this Lovers, okay, and you got the Eight of Swords with the Two of Cups. So Virgo, very similar energy for November, but this encompasses more than just romance. Again, in November, you're in this space of, I love life, I love my life, I love my friends, I love my partner, I love my job, I love everything about this. I never, ever, ever want this to end. And those of you that are single, July and November look very strong for romance. Now that we've got all the clarifiers out, definitely these 2 months look strong for relationships that will stick romantically, as well as aligning to, you know, these soul tribe members of yours that are coming in all through 2021. And your support system is just so much stronger. Oh yeah, because look at that. You've got the Queen of Cups with the Palace of Cups ending the year. This here, Virgo, is such emotional happiness and contentment. All right, you've got the Palace of Wands and the Palace of Cups for this year, which means ultimate satisfaction and fulfillment at the soul, and ultimate satisfaction and fulfillment in the emotional body. Okay, and it's not to say that the whole year is just a bowl of peaches and you're not going to come into any trouble at all. Life doesn't work that way. But these two energies you were really struggling with coming into 2021 because you were working on lessons of the consciousness. You wrap that up, and so throughout 2021 you gain all these parts of yourself back, and they're grown and they're evolved. And as you wrap up the end of the year, you are very content with your connections, with yourself, with your life. And I do feel many single Virgos, you are in a strong, loving, committed relationship by the end of the year. This is the year of positive shift and big changes. All right, that's what the eclipses are mainly bringing to Virgo this year, is positive shift and big changes in a good way. And reconciliation with some people after you both have done quite a bit of soul searching and growing. So Virgo, overall this year is so much lighter and happier and easier than what you have been going through the past 3 years. And the elephant coming through, remember, every time you see that elephant, take a closer look at what's going on, because that's the animal spirit that's working with you and walking with you very, very closely in 2021, helping align you to your true soul tribe members, helping you alleviate heavy emotions and darkness that's no longer meant to be a part of your life. All right, very positive year. We see a lot of happiness, March, April, May, and June, and then we see a lot of connection and relationship the second half of the year, with ending the year in nothing but healing, loving light of spirit. So let's pull you an angel message. And it says opportunity. Wondrous possibilities and opportunities await you. Stop dwelling on past mistakes. Surrender the past lovingly. There is nothing to regret. All is always in perfect and divine order. Everything that you've experienced has helped you in some way. The past is behind you. The path ahead is clear. Move forward joyfully and fulfill your heart's desire. Yes, Virgo. That is the theme of this year. You've been held back from that. You've been sad. You've been unhappy. You've been in this darkness. And now it's time to feel the sun, to come into a place of gratitude. And you've got a lot of spirits around you. Remember that. All right, so Virgo, 2021 is a good year for you mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. I do see a positive shift financially for some of you, but really just major positive change and shift energetic that brings big changes for you guys, and reconciling with certain people after some soul searching. So those are your messages, Virgo. I am sending you guys lots of love and light. Take care.